Alright everyone, it's time for our nightcap. Our final bit of the Halloween broadcast. I have not played this game in 4 years. This did feature on the channel starting in 2010. This was the second game I ever recorded. And actually, whenever I transitioned from Dailymotion to YouTube, it was my first series I ever put on YouTube before I started transferring over to the Liberal Crime Squad. This is Star Zoo, a game created within a 36-hour span by Tarn, who's responsible for creating Liberal Crime Squad, as it originally existed, as well as Dwarf Fortress, which is an extensive simulation about managing dwarves. Due to the insomnia-fueled whatever that Tarn was on, as he was basically creating this while in the middle of transit and a bunch of other things. Star Zoo is perhaps as much of a mindfuck as Suda 5-1's Silver Case, in which you are playing a character who nominally is retrieving animals, but in the process you're also exploring a story. The game is brutally difficult. You only have one life. There is a save deletion that effectively occurs, constantly saves in the background, and such and such. I've changed the font a little bit for the game, which will have changed display, basically just to try and fit it best within a 1280 by 720 window. It also allows old man Grimith eyes to see it better, because Grimith's vision is worse than it was back in 2010. The most recent time I played this, echoes of memory. Stars in the pitch. Rushing images. The scream. From that point on, everything changed. This is Star Zoo. A12 Games proudly presents Star Zoo, an intergalactic adventure. Dun 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 dun. Man, just seeing the screen brings me back. Yeah, this game's really difficult. I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to transit to you viewing live, because some of the action is fast-paced, and I'm kind of curious how the bitrate, particularly since it's FTL, sub-second delay. But we'll see how it goes. As noted, the game is very difficult. I haven't played it in 4 years. The most recent series I had was in 2013, called Star Zoo I Will Beat You, which took me to the final boss of the game. And along the way I had some, like, developer commentary, because Tarn, thought I was impressive, because I'm the most comprehensive... I have the most comprehensive breakdowns of Star Zoo mechanics anywhere in existence. Where Tarn and I pretty much consider that I beat the game. I took a few cracks at the final boss because I was kind of curious about him, and his insane difficulty is such that it's just mind-boggling. And there's no realistic way that you're going to be able to defeat that bastard, unless you have a special trait, which gives you the victory right off the top. (2002). In the video description for this, because I will be uploading this to YouTube, I will provide a link to where you can download this. I suppose I can also provide a link to viewers in the stream chat as well, because Grimith is feeling exceptionally generous. And that will be to the old Bay 12 game Curses page. And you too can play along. You will be creating a customized character. You know what you are. Randomize face a bunch of times. So, there are different special abilities. Philosopher is what will guide you through that whole final boss area, but in order to actually make use out of Philosopher, you have to get to the final boss. All the others have some varying degree of value in various parts of the game. Star Zoo is a collection of minigames, and each of these professions helps you out in some capacity with those minigames, except for Philosopher, which is used at the end. The furthest I've ever gotten in what I consider to be necessary to play this game is that of the Marine profession, due to how difficult, like, ground assault ends up being. I've not had as much progress or success with anything other than Marine, just due to how I found it essential. So we're gonna roll with that. I have no idea how well this is gonna go. Again, haven't played this in 4 years. It's pretty damn hard. You awaken from your nightmare. I can't take it anymore. Fuck. The night vision drives you, and you head to Zoo Base for the first time. Maybe the last. There is no sound or music in the game. I'm wearing my headset, it's just gonna be me. On the Star Zoo I Will Beat You series, I had music playing in the background. There will be no such thing this time. I am here, Kind Tooth. I'm here. It's basically how I am, playing one of the spookiest games I've ever played. Star Zoo. What is my name? I have returned, Tarn. No. Grimith will suffice. Grimith, your mission is to collect rare life forms across every galaxy. For some reason, you will face massive opposition. You have been given a small starship to command, and you are welcome to stay here at Zoo Base. The ends justify the means. Of course, we haven't told you the ends, but anyway, you will be paid. And we are sure that this work will help with your nightmares. Collect the animals. Press enter to begin your mission, despite the mysterious motives. I don't even know whether I remember the control scheme for this game. Ah, shit. To go from Silver Case to this. Alright, Snow Cup. So who we're after first. Get to the planet. That's the O there. While surviving. Fuel, armor, there's a merchant around, and these various vessels that will do their damnedest to sabotage us. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Using the numpad to move around. We'll go ahead and seize this fuel from merchant vessels. Yep, we're getting engaged by the destroyer. Don't exactly want to fight the destroyer, though. I don't really want to fight much of anyone, I just want to get to the damn planet. Dreadnought is over there in the flank. I don't want to fight that at all. We have, presumably due to the font I've chosen to display this at, the space stations and defense satellites aren't quite appearing as I would like them to. If I changed the default display from that to that, that would make them appear as they're supposed to. Of course, this is also much harder to see for everyone. So let's go ahead and take that back to there. Go ahead. Actually, that kind of made... it sort of kind of fixed everything, didn't it? Interesting. Oh, well, whatever. Oh, there we go. It unfixed itself. Oh, shit. Defense satellite fires upon us. Planetary cannons fire at us, along with defense satellite. There we go. Orbital trajectory calculations. We cannot enter orbit without first performing some difficult mathematical calculations. This subtle work is beyond your onboard computers. Are you ready? Think first before pressing any key. 0 plus 7 is 7. Are you absolutely sure? Yes. 3 times 3 is 9. Yes. S squared can be broken into 2 sets which can be rotated in R cubed to give S2 back. R comes before S in the alphabet. Your ship slides smoothly into orbit. Now that your ship is in orbit, you need to plan your assault. You'll be taking a lander into a heavily fortified area, but you have some choices. The assault commences immediately, arrow keys to move except that down fires your cannon. You must land on the planned pad accurately and slowly without getting shot down. The hills have defenses, but that pad is accessible. I'll land there. With the various things that we'll end up seeing, we'll have a total of 4 options. D YOLOs it. One of the options otherwise will be removed. So basically, unless you want to YOLO it, you have 2 choices. The Omega symbol is our us, essentially. I'm shooting. The planet is shooting back at me. I have to make sure I don't get hit and land on that landing pad that's beneath me. And take it slow. You go too fast, and tragedy will occur. We're going a bit too slow, though. Good. You have landed under fire. Now you must take it to the enemy. You'll need to drive your rover to the game preserve. Again, you have some choices. The route through the main streets avoiding the highway makes sense. I never much cared about the heavily mined back roads. Hurt. Damn, car got hit once. Firing a bunch of shapes, as you do. Trying to avoid running into the car wrecks, as you do. No. No. Heavily mined back roads involve mines, and the main highway would basically have, like, bombs also dropping on us. Ah, crud. Thankfully, we have a few points of health in this section. Firing all manners of shapes. The frame rate appears a bit sluggish, but I presume that's just because of the window size and the fact that I'm not doing this at its default font. You have reached the fortress complex that is the only entrance to the game preserved's perimeter force field. You must plan your attack. Arrows to move, space to attack. If you find crap to hide behind, you may duck. The crap indicates the blocked direction. I'm going to crawl in through the sewers. And so now we control our character. Come on. Come at me, bro. Now, because our character is a Marine, we have more life coming into the section. Otherwise, we would have less life during this particular phase of the assault. I find that extra life to be essential. No, I don't know what rolls are determined to see who gets hit when and where and how. I don't know that kind of information. Let's see. He released this game in 2002. It's been 15 years. It was late 2002. I think his forum post was December 2002. So yeah, it's approaching the 15-year anniversary. It's all coming back to me, all the time and anguish been playing this damn game. Listen, lots of determination went into going through all of those animals. I mean, you take enough cracks at all those challenging things, like the landing, the assault, everything. It's only a matter of time before you make a mistake. Except in that particular case, I ended up not making a mistake and taking myself all the way to the final dude at the end. It just, with the piloting and the mathematician and everything else, I can't... Like, that health. We've lost over half of our health. If I was playing this as a normal character, I would not be alive. Perhaps I, the most learned person to ever play this game, have no concept of how I would win without playing anything other than Marine. And I think even if I knocked off the Rust, it would still be that way. Hurt. 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 Yes, the great game balance that that happened within the day and a half Tarn spent creating the game. You have found a way to the game preserve itself. You have come to the den of the snow cup. Well, this looks far different than what it should. Okay, that was kind of weird. That's the enlarged font, I imagine. Made things run a little bit slower. You return to Zoo Base with the specimen. Zoo Base command thanks you. Over the next few nights, you find sleep easier. You receive your next assignment. And so now, everything you just saw, we do it all again. And again. There's over 20 different critters in the game? 25-ish? I forget the exact count. Here we are again. It has been a few years, and as it turns out, for whatever reason, kind of like with Daggerfall, my brain tries to block everything pertaining to Star Zoo, well, you know, out of it. Yes, this gameplay experience is all about pain and suffering. There's something entertaining about it. But I think it's just because I hate myself. Glad that hasn't changed over all these years. What's 6 plus 8? I think it's 14. 4 times 2 is probably still 8. You know, there's something about me still that remembers, like, the intensity of, like, oh my god, if I press the wrong letter, or have, like, a derp moment, it all ends here with mathematics. The Integers Mod 101 can be given a field structure. What are you talking about? Your ship slides smoothly into orbit. Now that your ship is in orbit, you need to plan your assault. You'll be taking a lander into a heavily fortified area, but you have some choices. For demonstration purposes, I will now take some place that I haven't taken before. So far this stream. I'll try the remote landing pad in the mountains. So the remote landing pad has almost no defenses associated with it. However, what you have is this hell of trying to land on that space. We're one off. So fewer defenses, but much less wiggle room with the landing. Easy does it. Hooray. Let's do a direct assault along the highway next. Holy shit! Dodge all of the everything we can while we can. Fire the shapes. Choosing the different font really did distort, like, the game appearance. But old man Grimith Eyes needs the help. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, I avoided taking any damage there. Neat. Yeah, if you're having a viewing issue, you can try clicking the settings cog and switching off low latency mode. That will increase your delay, but also increase stability, in theory. Okay, you have reached the fortress complex that is the only entrance to the game's preserved perimeter force field. I was still taking the front gate in my tank suit. It's been a while, tank suit. Fuck you! Tank suit! Love this thing so much. Who the hell do you think you are? You think you could stop me? Coming for you. Don't you stop here, please. Harlot. My life total. Holy shit. Keep in mind, I'm a Marine. Living is my specialty. I get more life than any other class in the game. Which means that any other class at this moment, if they chose this path, would be dead. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what's going to happen to me. At least these folks are generous enough to kill themselves, and thankfully, they mostly did. There you go. You have been killed. Grimith, Marine, slept easier and died in a reserve fortress. And the game auto-closes. Zarzu! Somehow, I died on the very thing my character class is especially built for. Now we're back to the grind. The hell is that phase? We'll choose that phase. And we are going to be a Marine, because, again, as I just demonstrated, even while being a Marine, there's still no guarantee for survival. Grimith 2. Lack Stodies. The Dreadnought's over here. That's, some classification of awful. Okay. We're past it all. Yes, they launch fighters. The damn carrier does. You don't really want to engage with the space station, or the Dreadnought, or the battleship. 1 + 9 is 10. Yep. 2 × 5 is also 10. What the fuck is this in the game for? Your ship slides smoothly in orbit. Using a large pad in the fortress city is the logical choice, right, Lack? You did it. Now you will take the heavily mined back roads that I hate so damn much, Lack Stodies. This is your gift. It's hard for me to keep track of things. Yeah, this one is very not easy to read. With how the fonts are. Holy hell, that hurts my eyes. Another reason to avoid the heavily mined back roads. I swear I hit a mine there. Perhaps I didn't. I will take this. Uh-oh. Yeah, we had a mine there. Hooray! Jesus. Alright. We're gonna bluff our way by the outer security and attack the inner perimeter. Which is the one that I like the least, but then again, we did just fail in our tank suit, so... This gives us crap to duck behind to hide back. As cover. Uh-oh. Duck. I was hoping one of them would kill the other. So it goes. I would like to note that my health isn't exactly looking grand right now either. We're gonna level with you here, guys. I don't think we got this one. Stand up, you motherfucker. Stand up. Stand up. Don't you stand back down. Get back up here. Hey. 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 You are being really unreasonable about this. Not really, Rags. There's a range limit, effectively. Gonna force me to make the first move, huh? He's like, I can hide behind crap too, neener. Wait. Which will lead to my other aggravation, when the enemy uses cover against you. Maybe one of them will be kind enough to blow the other person apart. He's like, well, I stood up, buddy. Well, now there's another guy who showed up to the fray. Maybe I can kite all these guys off screen to me. You bastard. Here's some more fucking crap. You have been killed. Laxtotes Marine had nightmares and died in a reserve fortress. The end. Star Zoo, everyone. That phase. Shove it. Go get Snow Cup. So yes, it's due to the difficulty of that segment, where I consider the Marine to be absolutely essential. At least I've needed it. Or perhaps there is even a greater player of Star Zoo out there who can conquer that. Hi, Battleship. I didn't want to go that way anyway, ma'am. Fuck you, station. Yes. 1 plus 3 is 4. 7 times 7 is 49. What? Over the hills again. Take me down. Oh, shit. shit. From now on, we're going to avoid the heavily mined back roads. For while I was able to do it, the resulting agony to everyone's eyes, I feel. I wonder, like, I don't recall having this much trouble with the combat. So much trouble. Maybe it's just a font thing. Or maybe it's a computer thing, you know? These advanced machines these days say the darndest things. I would have to go into severe training, I feel. With a bit of luck to replicate my prior feats in this game. And a lot of hoping that I keep rolling the sewers. I certainly hate that not tank suit thing, where you hide behind crap. Let's go shank some bitches. So I've been hit, what, 4 or 5 times now? I gotten 1 hit off on him. Great. Great, I lost, like, what, like a third of my life bar there? Maybe not a third, maybe like a fourth. Off to a great start against the first fucking enemy. You know, if the Marine has better odds to hit, or better damage, you certainly don't feel it. It just has more life. So, again, Marine. More life than all of the other classes. Who cares about what the other classes can do when you just die at this section? At least I've not found the secret. Here we go again. Hurt, 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 hurt. And we haven't really even gotten to the horror shit that's in Star Zoo. Like the story that is told in the few sentences you get between every animal retrieval. Like, we haven't seen any of that. How could we? I have to go get fucking Snow Cop back. Yes, Rax, perhaps there's a Tarn I win combo. It's called deleting the game, that's what it is. That's the only way to beat Star Zoo, to delete it. So yes, I like the sewers the most. The tank suit section the second, because it's fun. And we should not have failed like that. And then the crab section the least, because it's just so damn tedious. Finally, we have reached the den of the Snow Cup. That's very distracting, and retrieving the animal becomes even easier with that slowdown there. Not as if it was ever hard to begin with. I think if you fail to grab the animal there, basically you head out of the planet, and you gotta do it all again. You don't die, you just have to do that all again for Snow Cup, or whatever animal. Time for the Cupid Hopper. carrier is wedged right there in between the planet. So that sucks. Okay. The wedge has been removed, but there's an Omega symbol there that's kind of looming over us, and that's okay, good, it moved away. What you effectively need to be good at for like the landing and the driving with the rover and the base assault is you have to be competent at 2 of those 3 sections. Because you're going to end up making a choice between, like, 2 of the 3. If you're just good at only 1 of the 3, like, say, the sewers, and can't handle the tank suit or the shotgunning crap, you're pretty rough off. 1 plus 6 is 7. Mathematician auto-isolates the correct answers for all this. What does the pilot give you? More fuel? More armor? More damage? I can't recall. I think that biologist or xenologist or whatever basically has it so that you know where the correct animal is. Trash. 2 times 4 is 8, and until I got to the final boss of the game, didn't think Philosopher had any value at all. Every time. Yes, that third question is a whatever. Go ahead and take us to the remote landing pad. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been raining for some time. You see those shots just casually wafting ever so close to us. Don't mind me, boss. Just trying to land. Thank you. Shooting shaves, motherfucker. Channeling old Grimith. And I don't mean old Grimith isn't right now Grimith, but 2010 Grimith. Shooting a bunch of shaves, killing motherfuckers. Woo! Oh, man. Good times. It takes me back, you know, to a time of hell, which is what Star Zoo is. Would I say Star Zoo is a good game? No. When I say Star Zoo is an experience, not really a long one unless you decide to make it that. For whatever crazy reason. The gameplay is really repetitive through all the animals. Tank suit time again. Pay him $50 each win. $50? I wouldn't accept $500 to go through all this shit. Going into the blind. What do you want him to win? Like, just like 1 or 2 animals? You want him to try and win the entire game? Beat the game. Yeah, right. Okay. The primary advantage you have here with Tank Suit is, as you've seen, there's friendly fire in the game, so you can have these fools take care of themselves if you're luckily positioned. Of course, when it gets down to 1 person, you just have to eviscerate them, such as that. Of course, they could end up being in the situations where they can't harm each other. Much stronger life bar this time. Much stronger life bar. I probably played it a little bit better. I was surprised to have been destroyed in the motherfucking tank suit. I kick off that old man Grimith rust, you know? There's just something fun about fucking tank suit and riding around in this bitch and blowing apart all the enemies. Let's see how tank suit originally looked. I think it was this font specifically. And while I can enlarge the view for you folks, that's really tiny on my screen, which is why I'm using a larger font. Yes, he has definitely seen shit. Alright, let's actually move towards progress. So yeah, a nice way to wind down the game. Or our stream together. Definitely feels different to broadcast today, even though, of course, I broadcasted earlier this month. It's just a lot has changed with how things work here. Let's get on with it. The Cupid Hopper. Da 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 da. You return to Zoo Base with the specimen. Zoo Base commands thanks you. The nightmares are gone. It is a miracle. Take care, Master Reaper. It'll be posted on YouTube. You receive your next assignment. The Striped Slitherer. Do it again. Gameplay doesn't change. The animal changes in appearance. That's about it. It's basically a war of attrition. At some point, will you make the one mistake that gets you killed? I think it's easiest to die during the landing section, where a shot from the defense cannons or like a missile just take you out while you're trying to land. Just poof. The rover place can be a bit rough too, though you do have a few points of life. I think even if you get bombed, it only takes like 2 life points. I don't think it takes all of them away. I think you can take 3 hits and still live. The 4th one you're dead. Like you have like 3 basically like bars of life, with the 4th one being like you lose the 4th one, you're gone. And the infiltration section where you're doing all that fighting is just basically like a war of attrition with like, do you have enough health to survive this? In the case of like that last round, the tank suit, I think like any like character would have survived that with health remaining. But the Marine just has that just in case health to the side there. Carrier is launching launch fighters. Like the Urquan. Carrier now launching bombers. Dreadnought is between me and victory. Good. You stay between me. Well, you stay out of my way. Okay. 1 plus 7, pretty sure that's 8. 0 times 9, probably 0. Yes. Let us use the pad in the hills. Okay, that was fun. Let's never do it again. Until the next time we have to do it again. Back here. Why are these animals so well protected? What kind of galaxy do we operate in? Or this shit such a big deal? Like a Blade Runner sort of universe? Or like animals are like so, like real animals are so immensely valuable due to the destruction done to the galaxy as a whole? Perhaps. I love trying to make sense of a game that fucking was just created within the span of a day, day and a half. Like, what further meaning is there really in Star Zoo? What social commentary is there that Tarn has created? I can speak to all of us. Hey. Hey. Thank you. Tank suit time. Hey, buddy. Mr. Moonface. He's like, I can't get to you. You gotta blow this open for me, please. Fuck you, I'm out. Hi. How dare you survive and elude all of these shots from the fucking tank suit? Your greatest blessing is that they kill each other with these damn shotguns. I'm still streaming, but it won't be for much longer, Fluffy. I've been going over 8 hours. And the throat was giving out, which is why I stopped Silver Case and moved on to the nightcap. Just a nice, relaxing stroll through, relaxing, yes. Kill each other for my amusement. Yes. I can't really do the laugh like I used to. Not after the throat damage I took in February. Just, it's not there anymore. Behold the power of Tank Suit. There is no hope. It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, Tank Suit has been strolling all over your faces. Nah. Throat is very much done. Speaking of done, holy Christ. Will this section be done? There will be no peace, only an eternity of getting shot by shotguns, and the laughter of the thirsting gods. Alright, I think we're done. I think this rate will go until Shaman dies. Or until we get to the 10th animal. This is animal number 3, by the way. I don't feel bad about the minor slowdown here because this is the easiest section anyway. Well, the math is probably a little easy. The animals. What are they doing with them? Who cares? Next up is the Metagenderosaurus. Metagenderosaurus. Let's go ahead and grab that fuel. Grab that fuel too, just in case I needed some wiggle room, but we can make our approach fine, just fine. Pew 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 pew. And I think, with how my throat feels, I should probably refrain from recording any videos on Wednesday as well. Perhaps regular business on the channel of Might and Magic 7 and KOTOR 2 will resume on Thursday. 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 times 5 is 45. So, fuck you, huh? I will once again go for the hills. Alright, no defenses over here. Come on down. Alright. Again, same thing. If this route is open to me, then I will take it, just like if the hills route is open to me, I'll take it. In Starzu, if you want to make progress, it's not about taking risks. Not when this game is effectively an endurance run to see at what point you make mistakes. Perhaps that can be the dream goal. $10,000. 10 hours of Starzu. Oh, shit. I'd be so bored out of my fucking mind. 10-hour live stream of Starzu. Holy shit. Let's do the tank suit. It's more fun for me than crawling into the sewers. Yes, either 10 hours or defeating the final boss, which I wouldn't be able to practice until I got to the final boss. And dying on the final boss means playing the entire game again to get to the final boss. So, in short, it would be 10 hours. The Reluctant Sage of Starzu. No shaman. Yeah, if you could find a way to endure, like, these assault levels where Marine gets you extra life, like, if you could find a way to reliably pass these, then yeah, you could take Philosopher all the way with you to the end. I don't think I can reliably pass these without Marine. Everything else you've seen capable of doing. Just not this. Because you're either, unless you know how to handle the whole shotgun section with the crap better than I do, You're going in for the sewers or you're using tank suit? Like, just sometimes the hits don't really land your way and you take a lot of damage. The time that I died was, like, in this section was, other than during the shotgun section, was on a tank suit thing. One of the perks just ends up being that the enemies can kill each other if they're positioned correctly for you with the shotguns, whereas in the sewers, you have to do it all yourself. You have to crouch down, you have to go through the damn, like, sewer tunnels, it's slow and tedious, but I'd rather do that than the whole shotguns with crap. You have come to the den of the Metagendersaurus. Ta-da! That's Animal 4. Your curiosity cannot be contained. You will continue working here. The nightmare's ended. We don't have to do anymore. We're good. The chip spider is next for Animal 5. We found purpose. That's all we needed. It's purpose that guides us, binds us, drives us to the supermarket when we need to buy groceries. This was a fun day, though. I didn't know how things were going to go today. Pretty nice and enjoyable. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 times 7 is 14. And a Lipschitz function is differentiable almost anywhere. What does that have to do with my orbit? Once again, the hills. Ah, fuck it, I'm feeling foolhardy. Just take me in anywhere. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Just want to make sure this will not list anymore to the right. Good. Let's just do it. The animal will be collected. Takes us here anyway. Hooray! Fuck it! It's not going to be entirely a YOLO run. Rest assured. Unless our options for the next section are between A and C. The power of these shapes is uncontrollable. You cannot withstand this wrath. Tank suit time. I don't know why that would affect anything, Ryan. Like, your profession would just affect your, like, how good you are at the section. Like, the mathematician always sees the right answer. Pilot is more effective during the piloting stage. Like, the Marine here, like, regardless of where you go, you are always going to have more life. Is there anyone else that's hiding behind you that can shoot you for me? Or is it just going to be a 1v1? Yep. So it's come to this, motherfucker. Stay there. I do not like this individual group isolation here. There we go. Some friendly fire happened back there. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Let's take that down to like the original view. What's going on there? All right. Nope, made that too big. There we go. Good work, Kind Tooth. Wonder why Grimith isn't talking during all this. I'm sure it's not important. Maybe this is an artistic decision of his. Well, that's a pity. Actually, that worked out perfectly. Neat. That looks moderately terrifying. Hi. It had to have been that I died during the tank suit section just by not being as cautious. And allowing friendly fire to do the work for me. If you could consistently roll tank suit, and just had, like, not abysmal spawning, I could see you doing this just without a marine. Because I've definitely consistently finished with higher life bar here than I have in the sewers. Or if you know how to handle a shotgun crap better than I do. Perhaps it could be done. I don't know whether it could be done by Grimith, though, without more time invested than I would want to. I think I've already cornered the market on most skilled recorder of Star Zoo on the internet. I don't. And if anyone wants to take that title from me, that's perfectly fine. Alright, Chip Spider. Animal 5. 5 more to go after this, at least. Well, you know, there's plenty more to go after this. But I won't be going more after this. You made friends with a disaffected zoo baser today. Why would you be upset about that zoo base? They sent me on missions that have ended the nightmares. Despite their mysterious motives, they've done us a solid. Why would that be a problem? Eight plus 9 is 17. 2 times 6 is 12? I don't know. I'm feeling foolhardy. Just take me in anywhere, boss. Alright, the hills it is. It's where I would have preferred to go over the city anyway. No, I'm not quite sure how that broke out the way it did. A direct assault along the highway. Just gotta avoid getting bombed. Exactly, what a scheme. No one would expect us to call their bluff. Holographic bullets. It's a trap, a trick, a ruse. No more ruses, only bruises. Oh. Ah, how about that? My poor spacebar. It's not like I can hold it down and make the shapes appear. Up. We'll try this. Hurt. Alright, we're off to a great start. Got my pimp walk. You know, we're gonna test out an idea. I have a scheme I'd like to try out on you. I know it's gonna prolong the stream, but just satisfy my curiosity here for a second, will you, sir? Gonna come in after me? You should. It's good for you. Yeah. Do I really feel as if that made a difference? No. I don't really feel as if that helped things at all. Hi, how's it going? Yeah! Hi. We're, getting pretty lucky with these. Or perhaps Grimith has cracked the code. After all these years, he's thinking of trying different things. Get different results. Perhaps. We've gotten pretty good stabs on folks and haven't really been stabbed that much in return. Now this is just a one case example. There's obviously more, and it definitely takes longer doing what I've done. But if I could reliably win without losing much life, then in theory, more than theory, but perhaps concretely, I could walk a philosopher through all this. Ah. Ah. Oh no. I can't believe I'm really thinking about this. I can't believe this is happening. Oh shit. Alright, it's just an outlier. It's just an outlier, you know. That we have to conduct further research. That's Animal 6. Your new friend tells you about shipments of chemicals. Now we're going after the Burble Bear. Let's see if we can get sewers again. Merchant vessel, I kinda wanted your fuel and didn't want you to be inconveniently located. Holy shit. Other side? Hey, zombie. You've come in at the tail end of the broadcast. Don't have much more left in the show. We're just playing out this final round of Star Zoo. Sure. Feeling foolhardy. Let's go. Fucking piloting, man. Another direct assault for our troubles? I am interested in getting another sewer, though. See whether I can replicate that feat. Doing intense research on fucking Star Zoo. What the hell ever, Grimith? How is this a thing in 2017? Let alone that I'm still alive. How are we still playing Star Zoo in this day and age? You can't even access the Curses page normally from like the Bay 12's homepage anymore. Gotta fucking jump through a few hoops to get to this damn thing. Listen, sir, you have to stop. Alright, we lived. Okay. We're off to the start of this. Okay, I got stabbed once. Hey, buddy. Look at me. Come get me. Come on in. I get you. I get you. A little bit closer. There you go. We are not winning this exchange. Definitely not winning this exchange. That's 3 stabs. There we go. You stabbed me 3 times, you son of a bitch. Hey. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Don't get me. Ah. Big boop. Big boop. Hey. No. No. Yes. Yes. Good. Alright, I've been hit twice. Hit him twice. So we dance like this. That all? Seems too few to be all of them, but perhaps it was all of them. Feel like we did a little worse that time. But I'm still in the green. I don't know whether what I'm doing is increasing my odds of survivability here at all. Why the hell can't I bring a shotgun down with me into the sewers, damn it? Just gotta do the long walk to the end of the finish line. Not like this damn matters, though. Like, the moment you kill the final enemy, that's it. There's no other pressure or struggle. The Burble Bear. Burble Bobble. Xanamule number 7. Sportsmanlike. You've checked the law. The chemicals are contraband. Stalky Toad is next. Oops, wrong key. Alright. Maybe I can go grab some fuel. Yeah. Let's do that. No bombers! No! No bombing. Pew pew! 4 plus 8 is 12. 0 times 3 is probably 0. What? Feeling foolhardy. Once again, we've ended up with this place. I need to fall as fast as possible. Spirit me away, O Lord. Good, I've spirited. Ta-da! Let's just do it. Oh no, I got hit. Bah. Not having Marine turns the assault sections into, like, I don't know how I can use skill to preserve my life there in those sections, and there's no guarantee it's been effectively designed to allow you to do that. Keep in mind how Toady came about the creation of this game. It doesn't have to be balanced. Tank suit. You know, there doesn't have to be a fucking solution. What's up? Take care. I'm not that far off from stopping myself. It ain't easy living free. Hey. Nice. Hey. I know, it's what everyone needs in life, a tank suit. Tank suit! Clomp, 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 behold. I am the destroyer, the ruiner of everything forever. See these barriers? Fuck your barriers. See this grass? Fuck this grass. Great. You have come to the den of the stalky toad. Animal number 8. Two. What a stocky toad. Amazing. After more digging around, you find that the chemicals are cloning agents. Oh. I'm sure that isn't a problem. The square alligator is next. You motherfucker. There we go. Stupid patrol ship. No one loves you. Alright, I'm not liking how this right side currently looks. That's hideous. Rest assured, I want nothing to do with the space station in front of me, or that cruiser. Or really much of anything. We'll approach from this angle. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Stupid cannons. 2 + 8 is probably 10. 9 × 7 is probably 63. Yep. A beautiful mind and goodwill hunting where accurate portrayals of mathematics. More likely than not. Feeling foolhardy. Every time I've been saying I feel foolhardy, we end up at the damn hills. Dag flaming hills! Uh-oh. We're kind of frozen in place here. Yeah, let's just get past that. Ease over 1. There we go. Do 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 do. I literally don't know what the hell else I can say. Fucking Star Zoo. I've shown off basically everything there is to see in this game other than the different professions, the other animals, and the end, so... Star Zoo. There are stars and a zoo involved. Alright, let's practice my sewer abilities again. I got a handle on that whole tank suit thing. I believe I said at the start of this that I preferred the sewers more than a tank suit. That was deceitful. How could you like anything more than tank suit? Not a matter of tempting fate. Gotta be better at this game in order to carry a philosopher through it, right? Come on in! Of course I said that. So, how I felt at the time. I don't remember how much of a life difference there is between Marines and non-Marines. Let's have a gentleman stand-up fight here. Alright. See, I don't know whether what's transpiring is because I've gotten better at the game over the past 80 minutes after kicking off the rust, or whether we had unluck at the start combined with reasonable fortune here now, or whether I've cracked Toadie's code. Come on. Listen here, Mr. Limemouth. You get your ass over here. Get over here. Think that's it? We just have to walk to the finish line. It's like an American Gladiators obstacle course. Nitro, thunder, ice, fucking just lobbing all kinds of shit. You're fucking trying to rescue or retrieve an animal. Hey, Queenie. This is Starzu. It's a game that's really a collection of mini games. You've come in at the tail end of the broadcast. My throat doesn't have much more left in it. Alright, that's Animal 9. It is an experience. Just got done, alright. How much candy did the 90% tax get you off of your son? But why would they bring cloning agents to Zoo Base? I don't know. Slurman. Shaman after the Slurman. You know those Walmart bags? Yeah? Yeah, like the generic plastic ones instead of a special one. Okay. Neat. Is it good candy, though, or is it trash candy? Because there's a quality difference in candy. Hey, Carrier. Hey, battleships. I'm gonna edge right here and directly engage this, this defense satellite. Well, this sucks. Alright. Good candy. Alright. The kid is actually rebelling against you. I believe you've considered this before. What makes you think the kid is rebelling against you? A car has a manifold or something, right? Get a drink. Well, I mean, those old people or whatever gave the candy to him, right? Now we finally ended back up in the fortress with the random thing. Here goes! The mommy tax, the walking tax. How many houses did you end up visiting? You know? You visit any businesses? Like, whenever I was younger, I know one year, we went to the city mall. They had a thing at the various stores. Like a line around the businesses that were handing out candy. I gotta throw all my fucking shapes. Adorbs. Reading chat. There we go. Oh, looks like we're using the tank suit again. Behold the power of tank suit. You wish to challenge tank suit? You do? IHOP. Free food? How free? What'd you get? Were pancakes involved at the International House of Pancakes? Tank suit accepts your suicide. Red velvet, oh my goodness. You are obsessed with many things. Just need to have like an advertisement. Queenie's next great obsession. It's her destiny to be obsessed. Destiny 2. Hey. Nice. Oh, by the way, Queenie. Currently I have negative 301 frames dropped. I've never seen it before. It's pretty special. The negative number was higher earlier than the stream, but somewhere along the way I dropped some actual frames, it seems, instead of negative frames. Alright, we lost a good chunk of life there. I'm still in the green. I believe that takes care of this place. Well, that's a mixer quality right there, Queenie. That's a feature you can't find anywhere else. Because no other streams drop like that. You don't go blue balling anywhere else. Oh no. That's funny because I didn't drop any more frames since I said that. Ingest? Distribution? I just shook my fist in the air. This is animal number 10. And this is where I said the stopping point would be if Shaman did not die. It'd be funny if I didn't grab this animal and then had to do this entire section again. Hello, Slurman. You return to Zubase the specimen. Zubase command thanks you. Are they cloning the animals? There's no need. They are breeding. Fanged Warthog. Well, that'll have to be for another time. Shaman survives and lives, having made such considerable progress. Tremendous. Starzu. Let's relive that glorious intro one more time. Echoes of memory. Stars in the pitch. rushing images. The scream. From that point on, everything had changed. This is Starzu. Oh, what a treat that was to play again. It certainly is very repetitive, but I'd hesitate to call it boring because of how intense the action is all the time. For the slightest misstep leads to death, and you can't lull yourself into complacency. Starzu, the game that always keeps you on your toes. Starzu, the blast from the past that I first recorded so many years ago in 2010. Oh, it feels like a lifetime ago. Well, Shaman Save will still be around if I should at whatever point decide to return to this. Because while Let's Get On With It Live will be resuming its indefinite hiatus, it's still very much on that. I'm sure there will be another event stream or two at some point where, among other things, I might bust out Starzu. Though I thought it would be fitting for the horror stream. Yes, it was rather enjoyable, Queenie. Romancing, matchmaking. Yes. For anyone who's just watching who, for whatever reason, has not heard about the hiatus that's transpiring or why those events, it is information that I shared on October 6th. There's a tweet about it that's pinned onto my Twitter page, which has an image from my Discord. Yes, I have a public Discord server that I linked in a few update videos. If you're interested in going to find it. That takes care of the show. That takes care of Starzu. Go ahead and break this local recording.